Good morning, everyone. Your Senso Tech Jedi Lisa here. I'm so glad that y'all could join us today for this live premiere overview. If for any reason you can't hear me or the music is still playing or you can't see my screen, just give us a shout in the chat so that we can get that all sorted. All right. These are just so much fun to do, and it's my absolute privilege to be able to get the opportunity to share these new additions and improvements to our platform. So, just to let everyone know before we get started, you will just be hearing me talk today as Owen is the magical voice in my head. So, if I pause, just know that he is either asking me a question or letting me know I missed something. Also, we have some Senso superheroes in the chat today answering questions that y'all can put in there. And quickly, I would like to invite you to stay to the end, well, sort of close to the end, as we have a special event going on tomorrow as well that I would like to talk to everyone about. Okay, little side note, we have a brand new podcast that is doing really well. It's called Betty and the Yeti. I hope you know who's Betty and who is the Yeti. It's myself and Owen just hanging out and talking about being in the technology world and education and everything in between, life, just whatever we feel like talking about. And if you've listened to the first 3 episodes, you know we tend to go way off topic, but it's a fun time. So we would like for you to just grab a beer and join us for those. We post these every Wednesday. You can find the podcast on all podcast platforms, and the video version of it is posted on the senso.cloud YouTube channel. Okay, who is ready to get started? I know that's why you're all here. You don't want to listen to me rattle on about other stuff. So let's go ahead and let's just jump right into it. And as a quick sidebar, Owen is driving the screen and opening things up for me. So if you hear me ask him to click on things, I wanted any new people to know that haven't been here for these webinars with us that I'm not just a crazy person talking to my imaginary friend Owen. He's here. He's just going to be driving the portal today. Okay. As you guys know, Senso is a centralized, multi-site, remote monitoring and management solution. And now I am happy to introduce our help desk and ticketing solution that comes with optional integrated remote control, asset, and just a myriad of other helpful tools. So what I'm going to showcase today is an overview. This is not a deep dive into it. This is just a premier overview of the ticketing solution. And okay, Owen, I'd like to first start with showing the end user view of creating a ticket and what the dashboard for text will look like as the tickets are coming in. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go back. Let's go back one, Owen. I want to look at the ticketing portal, the dashboard. Yep. Okay, let's stay here for just a second. So what we're looking at now is the dashboard for where the tickets will reside when they come in. On the right-hand side, you can see the filters for all the open tickets, unassigned, assigned to me, the queues. Oh, well, let's talk about the queues below that. And in the case for this ticketing system, when we are referencing queues, we are talking about the sites in your tenancy. And for our US customers, that would be school districts. And for our companies and MSPs, these would be the sites that you have created for your customers or schools that you have separated out in your Senso portal. Okay, next to that, you see the tickets that have been submitted and are categorized, into a to-do and in progress and in done. Oh, and you may have to go back one. Oh, yeah, they can see that there. But I'm kind of in the panel view is where I'm talking about. Yeah, if you want to go back to panel view for me, thanks. Okay. So the to do and in progress and done. And as with all things Senso, we have built in a way to customize all of this from the color of the flags to the color of the numbers next to the filters, all of that. Okay, Owen, I would like for you to click on the underneath filters where it says all open ticket filters to the right. Perfect. Okay, so in this view, of course, we're looking at all the open tickets with the columns of information from title of the ticket submitted to the status and so forth, the creator, the assignee. And as in this panel view, of course, this can all be customized, again, right down to the flags, to the colors of the boxes that are listed there around the status, and of course, the circles over there to the left-hand side, those can be customized as well, because we want you to be able to take this and make it very easy for you to see the status of your tickets based off of color. For those of us like me that are colorblind, it's all gray to me. So that we have given a lot of abilities to modify the color for that, for in whatever scenario you need to look at this in. Okay, Owen, let's go ahead and X out of this view and let's talk about how users can submit tickets. The first thing we're going to look at, if you want to bring up one of those devices down there, no, we're going to come back to this. Yeah, that's where I would like for you to go. Perfect. You can set this up in a couple of ways. So here in the toolbar, you can set it up so that the support ticket option can be added to the Senso toolbar for users to be able to access. So when users click on support ticket from that Senso toolbar, they can have tickets come straight in from the device. And I want you to, I'll be referencing this in just a second. When I go into some other settings, I will be showing you just a bit, a great little feature that I think all of you guys are going to love about what gets added into a ticket if they do it from this view. You see, they can give it a title, they can add a screenshot, they can attach files, give it a description, and again, they have that priority and category. Again, all customizable as well, because you know that's how we like to set things up. So okay, Owen, we're going to go into the module side of it. So, excuse me, so that the create ticket from the top of the portal itself. Yeah, where you were earlier. Yep, perfect.
Bear me a second, guys. We seem to have had a technical glitch here. 2 seconds.
You have the ability to give users both of these options or one or the other. It's completely up to you how you would like to set up your ticketing system and what works best for your network of users and devices. All right. Hope everyone can hear me. I'll wait for just a second just to make sure. Okay. And you'll have to, I can't see, you'll have to share your screen so I know where we are. Just in case YouTube had a little technical glitch there, it happens. No, we're back into it. We got back into it. So we're going to have it come back up. I'm going to kind of back up just a little bit just in case it cut out and you didn't get to see what we were talking about from this side of it, is that you can give your users another way to access and submit tickets from the toolbar. They can go in and they can click on the help desk ticket icon and create a ticket in this view. This is separate from when they would do it on the toolbar actually on the device. And you see that we've provided a lot of ways for them to give their support team as much information about whatever the issue is, as we all understand, especially those of us in support, how important it is to get information from your users about what the issue is. So from here, once they have submitted their ticket and given you as much information, again, you can set within these about what is a required a box that they have to fill out, what is something that is optional, and you see a lot of options in here for stuff that they can enter into these tickets. It's completely up to you how you want to set up your ticketing system and for the how you want them to submit it. Do you want to have them do it from the toolbar? Do you want to have them do it in the portal? both, either or. It's completely up to you, whatever works best for your network of users and devices. That's one of the great things about Senso is that we don't try to say, here's your box, you have to stay within this, you can't change it. We just assume everybody's system is exactly the same. It's not. Everybody's network is different. You're going to want to use all of our tools in a completely different way. Everything from the modules that we provide for our users in the main portal for remote management, so sports, for networking and safeguarding, right down to what we're talking about today, ticketing. We like to let you customize it so it fits your needs for how you're using our product. Okay. Owen, I'm going to have you go back to the support ticket panel view again. Perfect. I would like for you to go into the panel view and click on that ticket labeled Mat Testing, please. Awesome. All right, so let's look at what a ticket looks like once it's been submitted and assigned. On the left, you will see all the options that have been filled in, and then you have the other options listed there across the top, like wait for user, hold the ticket, close, that options. You can have chat transcripts. You'll see that very descriptive ticket description we have in there. Obviously, this is a ticket that we were practicing with. But that next button is what I'm super excited about showing. How cool is that? When they submit these in from that toolbar, you can go straight into the device and take remote control of the device from the ticket and have a chat with them. So that within this, you have the ticket description, they have submitted it, and boom, you're right in to take remote control and make those changes on the fly. That is the bee's knees. I'm super excited about that. That's one of those things I couldn't wait till we got to this part so I could show you guys. Okay, next to that, you have the resolution, you have the history of the ticket. We will be talking about canned resolutions. We can go ahead and reference it here. You may hear me reference it again. You can have canned responses well, really anything that you'd like to put in as, a template for when you are closing tickets, or it's a issue that that this is going to be the information you give to them. You can create all these customized canned responses. Pretty dang spiffy. I hope that everyone is loving this as much as we do. And any customers and friends of Senso that have been with us for any amount of time know that we build out our tools and upgrades and modifications based off of customer feedback. So most of this will be designed from what you guys have asked for us to include in this type of system. Okay, that's the front end. I got really excited there. I said okay at like an 11. Can you tell I'm very excited today about getting to show you this? So what I'd like to do now is we're going to switch over and we're going to look at the admin side of things. Now, again, this is just an overview, guys. We didn't want to have this be like a 2-hour long webinar event to go through this. We really just wanted this to be an overview. So I'm going to pause here very quickly and talk about that a special event that was put into the chat and that I mentioned earlier. You will find down in the description area of this video an Eventbrite link where you can sign up to attend a special event tomorrow that we will go into a much deeper look at all the nuts and bolts of this system. There are 2 events, one for our UK customers and another one for our US customers, to make sure that you sign up for the correct one. Okay, like I said, I will not be spending a lot of time in this area, as again, this is the admin side of things, and we wanted to make sure that we had a separate event for those of you that would like to go into a deeper dive of the admin area. So let's do a quick walkthrough of the admin side of things. Owen, I'm going to go through this pretty dang quick, so just hope you can keep up. And I'm really hoping that of course, as with any of these, always something is going to go crazy. There's a huge lawnmower right outside my office window right now. Like all I see is this guy like passing back and forth. It's hilarious. Okay. Let's start with the member dashboard, please. Here you can get a quick look at the stats for your techs with assigned ticket numbers and ratings. And basically, this is where you can track the workloads for your support staff, the assigned tickets, the average rating of those tickets. Now, on the filter side of it, we will mention this that you can set up specific roles. So just know when I'm talking about the roles later on, that's the filter there to the right. You can filter these tickets down and just see the, like here, we're looking at the admin roles. If you had some junior techs or a tech specialist on here, you can again filter this view down. Okay, we're going to go to in settings is the next area that we're going to. In settings is where you can modify the options and priorities are displayed in the tickets being submitted. So when we were looking at the ticket earlier of when you can submit a ticket and you had the different areas of status, categories, priorities, here is where you can come in and customize that. You can set the priorities as required. You can add in your own priority status, and you can add in your own categories because you want to be able to filter these tickets down so you can see all the tickets that are for hardware, all the tickets that are for software, gradebook, cloud drive systems, that you can see where most of your tickets are coming from. Again, it's great to be able to track it like that. So you'd be able to set this here. Now you will see it says include weekends when calculating SLA dates. We will briefly talk about SLA notifications, but if you wanted to include or exclude weekends as part of your SLA, you could have that option here. Below that, you're going to see queues. Again, queues are the sites that you have created in your Senso portal. They can be added and assigned to specific users so that they can only see tickets from the sites that they need to see them from. So if you have, especially for MSPs or larger companies or larger school districts where they have on-site techs, they really only need to see the tickets from the site that they are at. And this is where you can set that up for them based off of the sites that you've created in your portal. Okay, of course, role manager is similar to how our role setup is in the Senso portal to, again, customize access for your users in the system. As you want to have different levels of access, for example, like your junior tech, your tech specialist, your admins, whoever is going to be utilizing this ticket system, you're going to want to have settings for all those different people. Okay. Email, that's where we're going next. Email area is where you can tie in whatever email address you would like so that if you receive emails that are support requests that weren't submitted through the Senso ticket system, they will be grabbed out of your email and put here. So for me, I wanted to have a good example of this. Right now, we have so many of our customers and potential users that have distance learning and they're trying to remotely help their staff. So let's take distance learning with our students, for example. You may have parents or students themselves that have support issues. Of course, they're not going to have access to the Senso portal or a way to put a ticket in. They're just going to email you. So what we're going to do is if you put your email in here or even a dedicated email that you set up specifically for parents or students that are remote distance learning, they could send that in, and man, we're going to grab that and put that right here so that you have all of this stuff right at your fingertips. I think that's really cool with everything that we are trying to support for remote staff and for those kiddos that are at home, really for anything to be able to pull that into this system. Responses is the next area, is where you can set up your canned responses and other pre-built phrases to add to tickets. Automation is next. You can set up automation rules that can trigger specified options. For example, when tickets are submitted, an email can be auto sent to users letting them know that it's been received. Hey, we got your ticket. This is your response time expected from us. We will be contacting you soon. Have something that's already set up that can be sent out to your users. SLA notifications are pretty self-explanatory to set up so that tickets are responded to and resolved in a specific amount of time. Tasks are there so you can have email reminders for things like server restarts, or like in here, if you have those projectors, it's time to go out and clean those projector filters. These can be set up to be sent directly to just the tech that needs to see them or your entire tech team or whatever. Again, completely customizable for our users. And then last but not least, import. So you could import a CSV for tickets that you already have from your other system. Okay, man, I know I went through that faster than green grass through a goose, but you have what we wanted to see today is just version one. And we have made this ticketing system with as much customization as we can because, again, we just want to provide you with the platform. This is just the platform so that you can modify it to fit your needs. Okay, Owen, you think is there anything that I need to address from chat or you think I have missed? And just a reminder, guys, Owen is just talking in my headset, so you're not going to hear him. You're just going to hear me like breathing, like, okay, uh, and listening to what he's saying. Oh, I will at the end. Yeah. Okay. Anything in chat? I don't know. I have not been. I was really concentrating on making sure that I showcased everything. I have not been watching chat, so I'll look now. But Owen, if you see anything in there,
Yeah, so
okay.
I'll start talking now. Yes, we've got Mark Fuller. How does it handle external users such as parents who email? Do they get a login to the Senso portal to view tickets?
Okay. So there's two different ways for that. With that email that I was talking about for parents that would be coming in, you can tie in your work email, or like I said, you can have a dedicated email set up that's specifically for parents to send them into that dedicated email that you would put into that area so that it would pull tickets out of that and put it straight into your system. Now, something I did not talk about that I will actually address now is looking forward with this ticketing system. We want to offer a way for this to be a standalone as well. Right now, it's just an overlay that's in the portal itself. With the standalone, we will be offering a way that you could have basically instead of portal.senso.cloud, it would be ticket.senso.cloud that you could give to users that don't have access to your main portal so that they could access and put in tickets that way. This would be great, again, for parents, for maybe substitute teachers, staff from home that you're not giving access to your Senso portal, or as we go forward with different versions, when we release our standalone version, if that's again, you're not going to have a Senso portal, you're just going to have the ticketing system itself. Which I mean, if you're looking right now, I want to switch back into. We go into thumbnail view for me. I mean, guys, come on. Outside of ticketing, how amazing is this product? I mean, I cannot think of any RMM solution right now in the market that's going to offer you any sort of the solutions that we have right now. I mean, we're really addressing all your needs from networking, safeguarding, classroom management, asset management, ticketing. The list just goes on and on and on of all the tools that we're helping you right now. So really, while of course, we want to be able, ticketing, of course, needs to be its own standalone product. I think when you wrap it in to everything else that we offer right now, I just can't imagine you get anything better from anybody else at all. So that's a great question. Okay, what's the next one? Yes, you can set it up for the texts that are in your tenancy district portal, however you want to say it, that they can see one site, they can see multiple sites, they can see all the sites. Again, it's really, really granular for your users about the information that you want them to not only see and access, but what they could modify in the system. If you wanted to give them access to just see the queues that has been assigned to them, again, it's all very, very customizable. Yep. I know there was a question in there. Are we recording the events tomorrow for users if they can't make it? Okay, we will make sure. Not sure. Owen said we're going to double check. That's a great. I think that's a great idea. We'll go ahead and add that in to see if we can't do that, so that we can record those events and post those to our YouTube channel. Of course, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You search for it senso.cloud on YouTube. You'll see that we have there all of our live webinars. Our podcast is listed there. All of our marketing. When we do these live premiere events, make sure that you subscribe so you can get those updates. I see in here. Mm-hmm.
Alan's asked a good question. Will you be able to set up an alert from asset, e.g., high a CPU load for over an hour creates a ticket.
Oh wow.
Not in
Let's
this
flip.
version. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
no,
is very
but
we've got strong plans
Owen,
to
will
do
you
that.
switch over to asset for me just temporarily? I
Cool.
know in this release that we have released version 2 of Asset Manager that you can set up an email alert, or no, it's alert. An alert can be, no, excuse me, not an email alert. I want to make sure clear. An alert can be raised for different like high CPU usage within the Asset Manager itself. In this version of Ticket, what an amazing idea to have it then tie into the ticketing system. So that's something that can be, sent over and logged as a customer feature request so that it can be tied into that. Yeah, but right now the alerts are going to be customizable in your Asset Manager area. That's what Owen is showing us right now, and that's where the alerts are going to be raised right here. So yeah, good question.
This is actually a newer version of Asset Manager, which we haven't showcased yet.
I'm
how soon can we get it? Well, if you join the event tomorrow, then we'll
mhm.
be able to detail that a bit more.
As far as release dates, guys, that's really up to the devs and people within the company to make sure that it is ready to go. So for that, we will we may talk about it briefly in those events tomorrow, but we will just have to check back with us. And of course, like anything else, when we release, we will let you know that it's coming out. Get ready. There's a portal update coming in our messaging service up there. You'll see we have next to the gear and the home, there's a little envelope. That's where we will put that information. It will go out to all of our social media, Twitter accounts, so forth, that the new ticketing system is available. And then you can go from there. Yep. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I am, I'm so pleased that you guys like hanging out with me, and as I showcase these things, um, this new feature for your Senso portals. And again, as a quick reminder, make sure if you would like to attend the technical overview that you sign up using the link in the Eventbrite in the description. Make sure that you pay attention to the UK version or the US version. I mean, you are more than welcome to attend either or. If you're like an early bird and you want to get up and you're in the US and watch the UK one because you want to hear all those cool British accents, which meh. You can do that, or if you want to, go join the U.S. one for later on in the day, you can join the U.S. one. It doesn't matter. Just pick which one that you would like to join. And then again, Owen and I encourage you to start listening to our Betty and the Yeti podcast. Oh, those are so much fun to do. We just talk about everything. It's like, when you have your friends over and you are all in the tech industry and you're just sitting around swapping stories and drinking beer. This is what this podcast is about. Again, if you have any ideas for us, we're going to put at the end of this a way to contact us directly. We have two emails, superheroes@senso.cloud or superhero@senso.cloud, and you can send us anything from feature requests, ideas, maybe you'd like to be a guest on our podcast, anything that you would, pricing request for anything you can send to those. Of course, you can always go to our website, senso.cloud. Okay, so that's all I have right now. We will keep the live chat open for, can we? Can we keep the live chat open for a little bit after this to answer any questions, or once we end it, that's it? Okay. Well, sorry guys. Once we end it, that's it. So we will give you just maybe 1 or 2 more minutes now because we wanted to keep this about half an hour to kind of get your questions into the live chat area for us to address, and then we will go ahead and close it out. I always feel weird like not saying anything. Like I'm not, it's too many. We're doing these podcasts, I'm like, no dead air, no dead air.
I know, yeah, we have to avoid it again now. We have got a couple of more questions actually coming in. Is
Okay.
it possible to escalate tickets to a central team? The answer is yes, it can.
Yes,
Um,
you can. Or can they hear you?
yes, they can hear me now. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta tell me,
I
man.
know. I keep swapping and changing. I get on
Oh,
work.
jeez.
I'm trying to avoid screaming children.
Well, go ahead and you answer it then.
The answer is yes to that one. If like Lisa said, I mean, we're going to go into more detail with the events that we're holding tomorrow. So we do strongly recommend, especially when it comes to the licensing, pricing. If you come into that tomorrow, the one in the morning I'll be doing, and then I think Lisa, you'll be doing the one in the evening UK time, but morning US time. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you can join in on either. Obviously, the US one will have a bit more of a US focus around school districts, but I'll be honest with it, they won't be massively different because we're talking about a ticketing system, mainly. But as well, if you're also interested in any other parts of Senso, it's not just ticketing. There's also everything else. Come and join that session tomorrow because we won't just make it about ticketing either. We will also show you other things if you ask for it. So, asset manager, the safeguarding side of things, the remote side of things. Just give us a shout. I mean, we've added in. I mean, this is our second feature release in how many weeks? Was the last one
Oh
3 weeks ago?
gosh, it was. I mean, we talked about asset, and then we just jumped right into here to this ticketing. We have all the different integrations that are
Teams
coming.
integration now.
And then we've just had a portal update and a client update to make everything. We're constantly improving, and we talk about this in every one of these. That I mean, you've been with us. If any one of you've been with us for any amount of time, you know that we're constantly making it a better, faster, more reliable product. So just stay with us. I mean, we're going to do more of these. We have so many cool things that we're going to be talking about, and and the competitive person in me, when you were talking about the two different events, I wanted to be like, hey guys, y'all join my event so I can have more people on mine, and I can rub it in Owen and be like, ha ha ha, everyone
uh,
wants to hang out with Betty and not Yeti.
I expect more people will join yours, but just because of the time that it's on. But I hope more. I have currently got quite a few people joining mine at the moment. So
Oh sure,
yeah,
sure,
I know
yeah.
who's coming. You don't.
I know. Someone has asked us in the thing in the chat if we could show tab remote view really quickly. That was the other one that we talked about. We did a did we roll it into one? Man, all of these with it seems to all run together. We've done so many of these.
Which tab remote view is this? The one within the
Yeah, when we
console?
with the new no, the one where you click on thumbnails and it goes across the
Oh
top,
yeah,
that
this one.
tab
Yeah,
thumbnail. I mean, how yeah, that one was
let's
fun.
just take a look at
That
that.
one again, that's a customer feature request right there, straight from you guys of how you would like to have multiple tabs open for those thumbnail views. The other part of that we talked about is the ability to copy and paste to remote devices so that you can copy and paste from your device to a remote device. You can pull information off the remote device back to your device. You can you can sync the clipboards. You don't have to sync the clipboards. I mean, that again, what an amazing tool that is. I mean, our dev team, I mean, come on, that's just cool. Like, that's a really, really neat feature for those of, tech guys out there, um, tech ladies, ha ha ha, tech ladies. Having the ability to copy and paste like that through remote control view is pretty cool, and having the multiple tabs open. And you always see at the top across there when we have it, this is our dev site. So in the live portal, whenever we make modifications or changes, you guys get those super cool little green stars. I've been told they're green, so that's how I know that they're green stars. Green stars up there to let you know that we're improving those modules. So yeah, really good question. All right, I think that is it from us. So join the US event right
Yeah,
tomorrow
UK
afternoon.
event. UK event.
Uh,
We're not competitive at all.
No, we're not competitive at all. Yeah, so make sure you join those events. I'm gonna do all of the disclaimer stuff, that we have to do at the end. Please like, comment, subscribe to this and to all of our other videos. Please subscribe to our podcast so that you can hang out with us. And again, either if you like the audio version, you're exercising or driving in your car and you just want to listen to us and have a good laugh. I have a great story about everything. Please subscribe to that. And if you want to hang out with us in the video version of it, make sure that you're get that off of our YouTube channel. Okay, guys, I look forward to seeing everybody in the next live event. I hope that you all are staying safe out there. You have a great day, and thank you again for joining, and I will see you on the next one.